Namaste, Jai Hind and welcome ladies and gentlemen. History is going to be made today. It's a historic moment that all of us are going to be a part of. My name is Anand Narasimhan and I am representing the News 18 network here at Shri Ayodhya Dham, and we request all our viewers to stay tuned, stay glued to the News 18 network for the most comprehensive coverage, because in a short while from now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will touch down in Ayodhya. I'll tell you ladies and gentlemen, just about 3 years ago, in 2020, I was here just a stone's throw away from where I'm standing right now. I'm right on the banks of the Saryu River at Ram Ki Pedi here. And just a stone's throw away, I was there on a small tower. It was a watchtower of the CRPF that I was standing on. And we saw Prime Minister Narendra Modi do an aerial production of this place and then land here. Because since 1990, it had been nearly 30 years that he stepped here in Ayodhya, a promise that he had made to Ram Lalla in a tart that he will come back the day, by the rule of law, he gets his rights. Ram Lalla gets his rights, he gets his Ram Janmabhoomi back. That's when I'll come back. And he came at that time on the 5th of August 2020 for the Bhumi Pujan, ladies and gentlemen. And today he will touch down again at around 10:25 a.m. for the Pran Pratishtha of Ram Lalla at Ram Janmabhoomi. It is historic, it is very, very significant, and it is of great importance for Hindus all across the world, all Ram Bhaks all across the world. This is an important moment. It is a moment where a 566-year struggle, where lakhs of people have given their lives. There have been umpteen number of cases, legally fought for more than 70 years in Bharat, that is post-independence, and in our courts since 1866. That's how long the legal struggle has been for Ram Lalla to get back his Ram Janmabhoomi, and that's the reason why thousands and thousands of people are making their way to Ayodhya, ladies and gentlemen, because they all want to be here in Ayodhya. There are 8,000 invitees who will be watching that moment when Prime Minister Narendra Modi will open the eyes of Ram Lalla, apply kajal under his eyes, and then show him a mirror and say, welcome to this world, this land again. And here you are, the divinity infused into this murti of Vigraha, which is a representation of the divinity that is Prabhu Shri Ram for all the Ram Bhaks, ladies and gentlemen. That will happen. Along with that, he will also go to that Kuber Tila, the Shiv temple not so far away, Ayodhya, or Ram used to pray to Shiva, and that's why in every Shiva temple there will be a Vishnu presence. In every Vishnu temple there will be a Shiva presence, because as per our scriptures, both complete each other. If Vishnu is milk, Shiva is dadi or curd. They are the same in different forms. That's what our scriptures talk about, and that will be manifest at the Kuber Tila, where the temple will also be inaugurated. There is so much that's going to happen. Helicopters are going to shower flowers from the air when the Aarti happens. All the guests, Payal Mehta just got us that story, that all the guests will have bells to ring, and they will all be ringing bells. And the Prime Minister has urged everybody to light a diya. I am talking about diyas right behind me. There are lakhs of diyas that are just being put together. They're all being assembled because this place is going to be lit up. It is going to be Deepavali today, ladies and gentlemen. Lakhs and lakhs of diyas across the Saryu Tat, all across Ayodhya, will be lit this evening. You light one at your homes. That's the urge that the Prime Minister has made. That is what Yogi Adityanath has said. Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister, will be present along with the Governor Anandiben Patel and of course the RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat along with the Prime Minister during the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. There is a lot that we have to share with you. Right now we've got news coming through. There are those who do not want the celebrations to peak. They want to dampen it. That's what Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, the Finance Minister, is also alleging at this point, because ahead of her visit to the Kanchi Kamakshi Amman temple in Kanchipuram district, LEDs were removed from the event. The cops have said that there is no permission for LED inside the temple complex, and Nirmala Sitharaman has tweeted, the repression saga in Tamil Nadu continues. A small village, not more than 200 houses where people wanted to celebrate and watch Prime Minister Narendra Modi participate, have been told that unless the district collector gives permission, they shall not install the hired LED screen. The DC is sitting on the matter. The LED supplier has been threatened. The village is the Karunilam district, Chengalpattu. Another, but a bigger village, LED permission is hanging in fire. Sengaperumal, Koli district, Chengalpattu, all in the Chengalpattu region, and it is Nirmala Sitharaman who has tweeted about it, who's spoken about the fact that the villagers, the locals are not being allowed to watch, participate and celebrate. Purnima joining us live with more details. Yes, Purnima.
Well, if I can show you the truck behind, the LEDs have been packed and they are now trying to clear the place from these LEDs. These LEDs were fixed late last night, but the police had entered the temple at around 8 a.m. and they've removed these LEDs. Sir, ये LED को निकालने के लिए किसने बोला था, sir? So people here don't want to, in fact, respond to this. But remember, this is not the first time that the BJP has made this statement. Yesterday, there were two places. One, of course, was a public place near the district collectorate's office. That, in fact, was also one of the places where there were 1,000 people who were all set to gather. Even their permission was denied. They removed all these preparations that were already underway. This time around, भैया आपने कब डाला था ये एलईडी को?
4 बजे सुबह
4 बजे। और किसने बोला था आपको निकालने के लिए?
बस मेरा ये आदमी काम कर रहा है ना, वो बोला, इसको कौन बोला मालूम नहीं।
So police sources say they've not got permission for LED screenings here. This is something that Finance Minister had tweeted yesterday as well. But you can see, despite the fact that the LEDs have been removed from this temple, people are gathering in huge numbers to, in fact, participate in bhajans that are currently underway. But the screening of the grand event that's planned may not take place here because the district collector has not yet given permission, is what we are hearing. And they've removed, uninstalled the LEDs and they are loading it inside this truck, as you can see. Back to you.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Let's go straight across to somebody whose bhajans have enthralled us. When he says, Bolo Ram, 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 Bolo Sham, 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 everybody sings along with him. And he's been doing it for more than 4.5 decades now. It's a special moment for all of us. But perhaps it will be more special for you, Anup Jalota ji. Namaste. Jai Hind. This is Anand Narsimhan. Thank you so much for your time. आपको कैसा महसूस हो रहा है? आज तो एक बहुत ही खास दिन है।
आज का दिन बहुत विशेष है, ऐतिहासिक है। जो लोग इसे सामने देखेंगे, बस उनका कल्याण है। बहुत ही बड़ी बात है उनके जीवन में। मैं अपने को बहुत भाग्यशाली समझता हूँ कि मुझे आज प्रधानमंत्री जी ने निमंत्रण भेजा है और मैं यहाँ पहुँच गया हूँ। अब रास्ते में हूँ और मंदिर की ओर मेरी कार बढ़ रही है।
अनूप जी, मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूँ, आपने भजन तो बहुत गाए हैं, भक्ति के भजन गाए हैं, आपने उनके भाव गाए हैं जो कि भक्त हैं, पर कभी ऐसे कुछ गीत हैं, आप तो अवधी भी बहुत अच्छा बोलते हैं, तो अवधपुर में क्या राम लला के गीत हैं, राम लला के भजन हैं?
राम लला के बहुत प्यारे, हमारे तुलसीदास जी ने कितना लिखा है, अवधी में लिखा है। तो ये जितने भजन हैं उनमें हम राम लला के दर्शन करते हैं। हमारे उत्तर प्रदेश में वही भाषा बोली जाती है। तो मैं तो उत्तर प्रदेश का हूँ, लखनऊ का हूँ। तो लखनऊ में ऐसो को उदार जग माही, बिनु सेवा जो द्रवे दीन पर, राम सरिस बहु नाही। ऐसो को उदार जग माही, बिनु सेवा जो द्रवे दीन पर, राम सरिस को नाही, राम सरिस को नाही। ये सब अवधी भाषा है और इसी में लिखा है तुलसीदास जी ने, और हम लोग बहुत आनंद लेते हैं जब उनके भजन गाते हैं।
पर अनूप जी, राम इतने खास क्यों है, इतने, और रोम रोम में राम, अगर भारत के कहा जाए तो गलत नहीं होगा, अतिशोक्ति नहीं होगी, ऐसा क्यों है?
मैं आपको बताता हूँ, पहले रोम रोम में राम आपको सुना देता हूँ। तेरे मन में राम, तन में राम, रोम रोम में राम रे, राम सुमिर ले ध्यान लगा रे, छोड़ जगत के काम रे, बोलो राम राम राम। अब राम क्यों विशेष है? क्योंकि राम ने हमारे देश की मर्यादाएं तय की हैं। भगवान राम का जब विवाह हुआ सीता जी से, तो उन्होंने सीता जी को कहा कि मेरे पिता की 3 पत्नियां हैं, लेकिन अब आज से एक ही पत्नी होगी, हिंदू की, सनातनी की। और देखिए, उन्होंने सीता जी से जो वादा किया उसके बाद वो आज तक चल रहा है कि हमारे हिंदू धर्म में सनातनी एक पत्नी रखते हैं, जिससे कि उस पत्नी को पूरा सम्मान और पूरी प्रतिष्ठा मिल सके। उसके बाद उन्होंने कहा कि हम किसी राष्ट्र पर हमला नहीं करेंगे उसको जीतने के लिए। देखिए, आज तक वही है कि भारत कभी किसी पर आक्रमण नहीं करता है। अगर कोई आक्रमण करता है तो उसको अपनी सुरक्षा के लिए उस पर आक्रमण करते हैं और उसको ठीक कर देते हैं, फिर वो इस योग्य नहीं रह जाता कि आक्रमण कर सके। ये विशेषताएं भगवान राम ने हमारे यहाँ मर्यादित की और वो आज तक हम उसे निभा रहे हैं।
अनूप जी, आज का दिन हमारे लिए क्यों खास है? आप दर्शकों को क्या कहना चाहेंगे जो राम की भक्ति में लीन हैं, जो राम को मानते हैं, उन्हें आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे आज? व्हाई इज इट स्पेशल टुडे? व्हाई इज टुडे सो स्पेशल जी?
Today it's very special day because more than since 500 years, more than 500 years, हम इंतजार कर रहे थे कि हमारे राम लला को उनकी जगह रहने की मिले। अभी तक वो एक टेंट में रह रहे थे, एक टाट में रह रहे थे, वो जो विवाद इतना चल रहा था। लेकिन अब वो अपने ठाठ में जा रहे हैं, टाट से ठाठ में जा रहे हैं। अब वो जहाँ रहेंगे वो उनका भवन है, वो उनका स्थान है। इसलिए हम बहुत ही प्रसन्न हैं, बहुत ही खुश हैं कि जो सपना हमने देखा था उसको हमारे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने, योगी जी ने इसको पूरा किया। और जैसा भवन हमने सोचा था होगा, शायद उससे ज्यादा ही अच्छा बन गया है। ये ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे उन दिनों अयोध्या ऐसी ही होती होगी। मैं तो अयोध्या पिछले 55 वर्षों से आ रहा हूँ, 55 वर्षों से। उन दिनों में लखनऊ में रहता था, तो लखनऊ से भी आता जाता था, फिर बम्बई पहुंच गया, वहां से भी आना जाना रहा। एक दो फिल्म की शूटिंग के लिए हम यहाँ आए। एक फिल्म की शूटिंग हम कर रहे थे, प्यार का सावन फिल्म थी। मैं, अरुण गोविल हीरो थे और साधना सिंह, देवश्री रॉय उसमें हीरोइन थी। हम लोग 20 दिन यहाँ अयोध्या रहे शूटिंग की। तो अयोध्या से तो हमारा बड़ा पुराना संबंध है। आज की अयोध्या और तब की अयोध्या में बड़ा फर्क हो गया है। आज वो अयोध्या है जैसी हम चाहते थे वैसी हो गई है।
ये अनूप जी, सप्तपुरी में सबसे बड़ा इसको कहा जाता है अयोध्यापुरी को। आपने कहा वर्षों से आते आ रहे हैं, क्या अयोध्या का कायाकल्प हुआ है? कभी आपने सोचा था आपके जीवन काल में यू विल सी दिस मोमेंट एंड दिस चेंज, दिस ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन?
किसी ने नहीं सोचा था, क्योंकि सरकारें आई गई, किसी ने इसको ध्यान नहीं दिया। तो हमें लगता था इसको ध्यान ही नहीं दे रहा, तो ये तो होने वाला है नहीं। 55 साल से तो मैं ही देख रहा हूँ, आता जाता रहा हूँ यहाँ। लेकिन एक अवतार आना था, ईश्वर ने सोचा हुआ था कि ये तो एक अवतार भेजेंगे और वो सब काम कर देगा। तो ये अवतार पुरुष आए हैं मोदी जी। ये केवल प्रधानमंत्री या राजनेता नहीं है, अवतार पुरुष हैं। इन्होंने आके अपने दिव्यता से, अपने कर्मठ स्वभाव से, अपने धर्म के प्रति निष्ठा से वो कर दिखाया जो हम लोग बस सपना ही देखा करते थे होगा। और सच में इतने अच्छी तरह किया है कि मैं मोदी जी को नमन करता हूं, उन्होंने काम करा दिया।
आखिरी आपसे एक रिक्वेस्ट है, आपके मन में जो भाव है, जो भी आप अभी इस वक्त फील कर रहे हैं, जरा हमें गा के सुनाएंगे?
एक बड़ी सुंदर 2 पंक्तियां हैं, आपको सुनाता हूं कि अभी तक जो हो गया, अब आगे क्या होने वाला है। काशी बदली अयोध्या बदली, काशी बदली अयोध्या बदली, अब मथुरा की बारी है। राम खड़े हैं लिए धनुष, अब बंसी बजने वाली है। राम खड़े हैं लिए धनुष, अब बंसी बजने वाली है। मोदी जी शांत नहीं बैठेंगे इसके बाद भी। उज्जैन हो गया, काशी हो गई, अयोध्या हो गई, अब है मथुरा वृंदावन की बारी।
Anup Jalota ji, thank you so much. आपने जो भाव व्यक्त किए, I think many people will identify with it. Thank you so much for your time, ji. Thank you so much. Quickly,
Thank you for
quickly,
talking
just
to
shifting focus and taking the action back to Rampath, where everybody, all the VIPs, all the guests who are also joining us, will also be coming through. They're already coming there. Aman has apparently made his way outside, out of the media center, and he's walking on the Rampath towards Hanumangadi. How is the atmosphere there, Aman? Can you hear me?
Well, yes, Anand, I can hear you, and I'm on Rampath, and this is the road which all the VIPs are taking. There was, just shortly back, there was a stream of vehicles coming from this road. All the VIPs are taking this road down towards the Ram Temple. This road, Rampath, about a 2-kilometer stretch from here, goes to the Ram Temple. And of course, we have been stopped now from going there. But Anand, you can look at this kind of festive atmosphere in Ayodhya. These florals, decorations, the lighting, the dances, the excitement here in Ayodhya is unparalleled. I have not seen anything like this before. People at every nook and corner of Ayodhya on Rampath dancing away. These special dancing groups have come from all the way from far, and the mahal here is totally Rammay. This is the stream of vehicles you see going. All these are VIP vehicles, Anand. People or the invitees are taking this route now because everybody has to be in there by 10 a.m. So everybody is taking this route right into the Ram Temple, and people here clearly saying that it's a big day. There's a lot of emotion on the ground. If I speak to a few people here, in fact, who are just behind here, ये जो राम का माहौल है, अभी जो people trying to get into some way inside the Ram Temple, because the security has been tightened ahead of the Prime Minister coming here. But Anand, the feeling here, I was speaking to a few people here earlier. They say, okay, we don't have the Pran Pratishtha ceremony in white. That's fine. We just want to walk this road. We just want to get near the Ram Temple, because the vibe of this entire place has become totally Rammay. People say they can feel the devotion. Right. They can feel that Lord Ram is back. And that is the feeling with which many people are coming. And now the VIPs are all going inside, because the Prime Minister is expected by 10:30. Right. By 10 o'clock, everybody has to be inside. All the Bollywood stars are expected to arrive in a short while here. Anand, back to you.
Well, thank you so much. I'm just going to request our team that there is some report, and this is subject to confirmation, that in Srirangam also, where the PM did his parikrama, where the people are being stopped from doing the parikrama in Srirangam. So we'll just get this checked, ladies and gentlemen. It's not verified yet. I'm live and speaking to our viewers, so that's why communicating it via our channel itself. But we'll check on that. It's not confirmed. But right now, Vishnu Shankar Jain and Hari Shankar Jain ji should be joining us. I'm just going to check if they are through. They're just on their way. They are special invitees for the Pran Pratishtha. They will be making their way. Hari Shankar Jain ji, Vishnu ji, can you hear me? Namaste.
Anand, Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram.
I'm just going to check. I think, yes. Vishnu Jain ji, can you hear me? Namaste.
Namaste Anand, Jai Shri Ram.
You're on your way. I just quickly want to ask you, I'm not able to hear you. We'll try and patch myself back to the studio and back to the PCR. But Hari Shankar Jain ji, आपको कैसा लग रहा है? How special is this moment? आपका स्वास्थ्य ठीक नहीं है, फिर भी आप हट करके अयोध्या आए हैं.
जी, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. और लग रहा है इतनी बड़ी इतनी इच्छाएं थी जो आज पूरी हो रही, उम्मीद नहीं थी. बिल्कुल अप्रत्याशित. करोड़ों रुपया मिलता देश को मिलता, बहुत बड़ा कम हो गया सदियों के लिए. जी.
It's a very proud feeling for all the Sanatanis, and it's like celebrating a second Diwali for all of us. It is I cannot express you in words, Anand, the feeling which me and my father are having today in being part of this event. And I think this Pran Pratishtha is not just a Pran Pratishtha, it's Pran Pratishtha for Karono Sanatanis, because we believe in Lord Ram, we believe in the ideals of Lord Ram, and today is the day that after a long legal battle, we are going to see this momentous occasion.
Uh, if Harishankar Jain ji can hear me, I want to ask him what is he feeling. You as a son were worried about his health, but वो हट करके आए हैं. तो मैं उनसे जानना चाहूँगा क्यों, why this thing that you have to be here today, Harishankar Jain ji? Why is it so important?
जब 30 साल पहले 34 साल पहले ये प्रारंभ किया था, उस समय उम्मीद नहीं थी, अंधकार था. ये उजेला देखने के लिए दिल तड़प रहा था. तो थोड़ा बीमार था, परंतु फिर हमने कहा नहीं, चलेंगे जरूर, और आए हैं और मौके पहुंच रहे हैं. भगवान के दर्शन होंगे और ये बहुत ही शुभ दिन पूरे राष्ट्र के लिए है, पूरे समाज के लिए है. और इस दिन को देखने के लिए 34 साल जिया है, एक एक दिन. ये कल्पना जी का ये दिन कब मिलेगा, आज वो मिल रहा है. आज ग्रैंड सक्सेस डे फॉर द होल कम्युनिटी, फॉर सनातनीज जी.
कभी आपने सोचा था ये दिन देखने को मिलेगा? आपने तो बहुत ज्यादा प्रताड़ना झेली है. लोग आपको डराते थे, धमकाते थे और धुतकारते भी थे. आपने बहुत कुछ झेला है हरिशंकर जी. इसलिए मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूं, आज आप उन सबको क्या कहेंगे जिन्होंने कहा था ये तुम्हारा कभी, ये क्यों लड़ रहे हो, क्यों कर रहे हो, ये जो आप कर रहे हैं इसका कुछ नहीं होने वाला. उन सबको आज आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे या फिर बस दर्शन करके बाकी सब वहां पे?
कभी हिम्मत नहीं हारनी चाहिए और अपमान से डरना नहीं चाहिए. अपमान होगा तब मान मिलेगा. और हिंदू जनता को इसी तरह से आगे आना चाहिए ताकि जितनी मंदिर और हैं वो सबकी प्राप्ति हो. मैं समझता हूँ कि लोग उठेंगे और जगेंगे और अयोध्या की तरह सारे मंदिरों का पुनर्निर्माण और पुनर्स्थापना होगी.
हरिशंकर जैन जी, राम जन्मभूमि इतना इम्पोर्टेंट क्यों है? इसकी महत्वता क्या है कि आपने इतनी लंबी लीगल फाइट की है? दर्शकों को ये बताइए कि कई लोग होंगे आज ये देख रहे होंगे, हाँ एक और राम मंदिर बन रहा है, इसमें क्या बड़ी बात है? Well, we will try and connect with Harishankar Jain ji and Vishnu Jain ji in just a bit. They are amidst tight security right now. Going across to Kobi Shoshani, Consul General of Israel to Midwest India, joining us. Kobi ji, namaste. Thank you very much for speaking with us. You just tweeted, you said you can see history in the making, even though you are watching it far away from Mumbai, but you feel it's history in the making. Why do you feel so?
I was born in Jerusalem, and the temple in Jerusalem was destroyed 2 times in our history. And I can fully understand the narrative. I can fully understand the emotion. And I saw the people outside the street. It was emotional, outstanding presentation. And I was feeling in between me and myself that I wonder if it will happen also in Israel, something like that. It's very, very important. I have to congratulate India because this is a turning point of the Indian history. After so many times that this temple was destroyed and rebuilt, today it's a new wave and a new era to India policy, and I think that I feel part of it this way or another.
What do you think? You've been very closely associated with Bharat. What does this mean? And the importance of Ram. Do you believe this will also impact us as a nation, its consciousness, its approach, its posture?
Definitely today, I think India is going to be a completely different country. And I think that country without history will not have a future. And I think that today, and I would like to congratulate as well your government and your Prime Minister about this very, I have to say, very dramatic movement. This is something that's going to change India for many, many years ahead. We are coming from a place that we are not hesitate and we are not shy to say that this is the Jewish state. And I think that India is a little bit more complicated because of the constitution, but I fully understand the love and the respect of the people here in Bharat, the love towards Ram, Lord Ram, and of course all the history of India is extremely, extremely important to the people. And I don't think that we have to take it into a religion. religious place. It's something that we should look at it in a very different perspective, history and future.
Mr. Shoshani, the struggle to maintain your identity, retain your identity, to take back what is rightfully yours, there are similarities. But to make a legal struggle, a 566-year-old struggle, and perhaps one of the longest legal struggles, would you also say that a lot of it has happened very amicably? Yes, there has been violence, there's been a certain amount of strife, but eventually it's the courts that have upheld what many Hindus and people who believe in Ram have believed, that it is his place, it's the deity's rights, it's the deity's place. Do you believe this is also a beacon that our courts can adjudicate and resolve conflicts where other courts across the world have actually failed?
I have to tell you a personal story. I met the judge that made the decision 2 years ago in one of the Indian fantastic weddings in Taj Mahal Hotel. It was very extremely important and extremely fascinating conversation that I had along with him. And I think he was a brave man. He made the right decision. And I tell you more than that, with your permission. This is a photo that I kept in my room all the time. This is the temple. And I think without belief, without inspiration, without know your history, you will not have a good future. A nation without history is not the same nation. And I think India today moving forward to a very important step towards this recognition of your fantastic Hindu history. And I really appreciate and really like it very much. More than that, I have to tell you that I'm writing this day a book about India from Israeli perspective. And I read, and I make one of the chapters towards Ram Temple. And I think not because it's because was, in my point of view, extremely important to India. And I actually devoted one of the chapters to Ram Mandir, Sri Ram Mandir place. And I think it's not because it's of the importance of this place.
Mr. Shoshani, thank you so much for your time and thank you for speaking with us. It is indeed a momentous day. A lot of people will not understand the depth and the importance of what is happening today. It will perhaps percolate, it will translate, and those who do, they will all be lighting diyas right through the day till evening, because 22nd of January, ladies and gentlemen, will be yet another Deepavali. Before we go across to Mr. Rangarajan Natsaman, we just have an update coming in from Siddhant. Siddhant is very close to the grand entrance, the big dwar from where most of the guests are making their way in. Siddhant, have most of the guests started coming in? It's 9:28 already. You just have only about half an hour now.
Was that question to me, Anand?
Yes, Siddhant.
Yeah. Yes, Anand. So right now I am next to Hanuman Gadi. In fact, I would ask my video journalist to show the viewers that look at this lane. This lane is going towards Ram Janmabhoomi, and all these Bollywood celebrities, sadhu saints, politicians are in the queue right now. And in fact, you see, this is how the scene is right now on Rampath. There is a traffic jam situation because at Janmabhoomi, one has to get down from the car and get onto the cart to reach the temple where the sitting arrangements have been made. Now you look at this particular patch where we are reporting from. There's a slow vehicular movement. All these people are the special invitees for the Ram Temple inauguration, and all these sadhu saints, celebrities, and in fact the politicians, they all are taking this route, Anand. And in fact by 10:15 is the last time to enter the premises, because post that there would be Prime Minister's protocol in place and one has to get in, and for that there's a proper traffic arrangement also that is being handled. We'll get onto that side of the road. In fact we'll try to take some questions from the Babas, and there you see we're in the middle of the road. एंड आप लोग स्पेशल इनवाइटीज है
सर
ट्रैफिक में फंसे हैं क्या?
नहीं
ओके ओके देयर यू सी धीरे धीरे लेके जा रहे हैं सबको. विल ट्राई टू सी दैट इफ वी कैन कैच सम सेलिब्रिटी और सम नेता. हाँ बाबा आपको इनवाइट आया है?
हाँ आज देखिए मेरा
पास आया इनवाइट आया है. जय श्री राम. So there you see Baba को invite आया था. And even the buses are also taking some of the special invitees, those who don't have their own vehicles. Now this is how there you see Subhash Ghai is going inside, and I can also see the people from different and there you see there are a lot of people. So this entire lane is full of celebrities and politicians going inside the Ram Temple premises. So there's a slow traffic because a lot of and somebody is waving at us. Somebody is okay. जा रहे हैं अंदर. कैसे महसूस कर रहे हैं? बहुत सुंदर. Okay. So the cops are asking us to get on the left side of the road, but from here we can show our viewers, and there you see all these devotees, special invitees are taking this route. This is Rampath where we are reporting from. In fact, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of celebrities getting inside, and the cart. So this is a cart, Anand, which one uses to get inside the complex. So this cart service is also right now has been arranged for the special invitees. Back to you, Anand.
Well, thank you for that, Siddhant. Plenty of celebrities, plenty of people from all walks of life who have come right now. Just quickly going across to Rangarajan Narsimhan for an update on what's happening in Srirangam. You are from thereabouts. Yes, Mr. Narsimhan. Yes.
Yeah, I just got a message from my folks there in Srirangam. A small group of 15 people were trying to do a parikrama of the temple, where recently, a couple of days back, Prime Minister Modi ji went there. This is like I told you, this temple has got 7 prakaras, and the 6th and 7th prakara are basically streets. It's called Uttaravidhi and Chitravidhi respectively. And a small group of 15 people, 15, wanted to do parikrama in order to celebrate, and what they were trying to do is basically just chant Sri Rama Nama, just say Jai Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, and then do a parikrama on the streets of the temple. And yesterday evening, the police had called them to check whether they got permissions. I do not know why anybody will need a permission to do a parikrama on the streets basically, and then a small group of 15. I even called the policeman and then I talked to him because he was an intelligence person. I know his number, and I called him, and when I called him, he had said that they were not going to stop them, but he is just inquiring because for the intelligence reasons. Today morning, just now as I am sitting here, I am getting a message from the people there who are trying to do the parikrama, that they were stopped from doing so, and they are still waiting to do the parikrama. This is the current stage in Srirangam, where a couple of days Prime Minister Modi ji went, and even we are in a position. It is unfortunate that in a wonderful situation like this, people are not allowed to celebrate. No matter what anybody tries to dampen these celebrations, it's not going to be dampened. We will all do parikrama in our hearts for sure, and I'm sure the people who are there will continue to do what they are doing.
Right, we will try and confirm that in just a bit, and also now that you're saying that there is issue, there is trouble in Chengalpattu, there is trouble in Srirangam, many places where devotees are perhaps being stopped from either celebrating, participating, installing screens. Multiple claims being made. Nirmala Sitharaman, Rangarajan Narsimhan saying there is something happening. We will try and get to the bottom of it, and also see if we can get pictures of what's happening on ground. Purnima confirming what happened in Chengalpattu. We'll try and get you visuals of what's happening in Srirangam too. Meanwhile, Manoj Joshi is also here in Ayodhya, and he spoke with us here at CNN News 18. Listen in.
बहुत भावुक हूं कि जो कार सेवा के लिए निकले थे उस समय मैं भी निकला था, और आज यह प्रत्यक्ष रूप देख रहा हूं। इतना भव्य दिव्य मंदिर और एक दिव्यता की अनुभूति है जी, शब्दातीत है, मेरे पास कोई शब्द नहीं है जी बिल्कुल। इतनी अद्भुत, मतलब हृदय में ऐसी भावना है कि प्रत्यक्ष ईश्वर को देख रहे हैं।
और ये दिव्य एक मंदिर का दिव्य रूप जरा आप अपनी भाषण में अगर आप बता पाएंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा।
हमारे ये देखिए, ये इतना भव्य दिव्य मंदिर, ऐसा लग रहा है सच में भारतवर्ष में राम राज्य की आरंभ हो चुका है। और ये देखिए, ये इतनी विशाल, ये कभी कल्पना भी नहीं की थी, कल्पना से बाहर, कल्पना से बाहर।
Well, so Manoj Joshi also saying that he had stepped out for Kar Seva.